Local 4 News begins right now with a breaking news alert.
Strong words from the chairman of the House Judiciary Committee after former White House counsel Don McGahn fails to appear before the committee, leaving this seat empty.
We will hold this president accountable, one way or the other.
McGahn did not appear because the White House said former senior advisors are exempt from having to appear before Congress. We'll take you inside today's contentious hearing. But first, we have breaking news here at home. That is where a body has been found at a biker club. You're looking at video from the scene. It's located on Detroit's west side at Grand River near Hubble. Larry Spruill has been working this story for us since it broke. And Larry, I understand a member of that club discovered the body?
Good afternoon, Rhonda. A very emotional scene out here. Family and friends just arrived, so that explains the crying that you hear in the background. But we were told that a member of this club behind me, the Detroit gentleman, found that gentleman in the club. Now we have video of the bike caught on fire in the back of the club, but we can take a look at that video as well. You can see police and fire units back there in that video as they found the bike caught on fire. Now, only thing we really know at this very moment is that a gentleman was found shot here at this club. We don't know whether or not it was a homicide or what the matter for right now, but we do know that he was a part of this Detroit Gentleman Club. That's what one of the members tell me as well. He's one of the older members that were a part of this club as well. So it's still a lot of information to find out at this time. Very emotional scene right now as family and friends are just learning the news that their loved one was shot and killed here. We are still working our sources to find out exactly what happened, and we'll have an update, the latest coming up tonight at 5. We're live.
All right, Larry, thank you. Certainly can understand the emotion there, learning that they've lost a loved one. A man learns his fate for driving under the influence and killing a retired Sterling Heights police officer. This happened in downtown Detroit, and now we know how long Jimmy Pirowich will be spending in prison. 50-year-old Daryl Brown was killed in December of last year when he was hit by Pirowich at Jefferson and Beaubien, right in downtown Detroit. He had been crossing the street with a relative. Nick Monticelli takes us inside the courtroom with a look at how Brown's family reacted to the court.
Good afternoon. Daryl Brown's family and his wife said they are okay with the sentence of 3.5 to 15 years in the Michigan Department of Corrections. They also said, though, that they have lost the future and the children have lost their father.
We were together for 21 years. I will never feel the beauty of being able to grow old together. My happily ever after has been taken away from me.
Judge Jennifer Fonce in a different county on a different side of the bench today, this time telling another judge how the loss of her husband is affecting her and their children.
He will miss all the important opportunities to give wise fatherly advice. He will miss all the major and minor events in their life. He will miss their happiness and he will miss their sorrows.
Her husband, retired Sterling Heights Police Sergeant Daryl Brown, was hit and killed by Jim Pirowich in December of last year, right in front of the Renaissance Center. Pirowich pled guilty to driving drunk and killing Brown. Security cameras captured the crash as Brown was walking across the street.
I am both ashamed and disgusted that my irresponsible choices took away such a special life from those who love him dearly.
There is absolutely no reason anyone should ever drink or use controlled substances and drive, especially in this day and age of easy and accessible options. I hope that everyone in this room and anyone that we can touch can learn from this horrible tragedy, and hopefully no one else will make the same mistake.
We have lost a future together and all its potential. Daryl's life ended way too soon. We have all lost our best friend.
Also worth noting, though, Judge Fonce did mention she recognizes there are two families affected by this. She knows the Pirowich family is also suffering. At the Frank Murphy Hall of Justice, Nick Monticelli, Local 4.
Very sad day in court today, Nick. Thank you. We're going to switch gears here and talk about our weather outside. Brandon's here with our forecast. And are we going to warm up a bit?
Well, you know, these numbers are already a little bit warmer than yesterday, but still suffering below average. Going to be okay. We have some high clouds. 61 in Flint, the winner on the map. 58 at Metro. 56 Mount Clemens. It's 59 Lapeer. Double Nichols 55 for you down in Monroe. And the winds are on the lighter side today. All good news. As we look forward, don't have a whole lot going on, really. We have a look at your daypart forecast for the next couple of hours. And really, again, not much going on. We have to wait until tomorrow morning before we start to see the wet weather arrive. So we have temperatures in the low 60s today, Rhonda. That is it.
All right, Brandon, thank you. Getting to our breaking news out of Washington this news, where the battle between the White House and Congress over President Trump's financial records has moved up another notch. The House Oversight Committee has issued a subpoena to obtain those records from the accounting firm employed by the president. The White House challenged the subpoena in federal district court, but a judge there rejected the White House move and said that the records must be turned over. A short time ago, the president's attorney filed notice to appeal that ruling, so the battle will continue to play out in court. Also breaking out of Washington, former White House counsel Don McGahn failed to appear to testify before the House Judiciary Committee this morning. An empty chair signified his absence. The committee issued a subpoena for McGahn to testify about what he told special counsel Robert Mueller into the possible presidential obstruction of justice. The committee chairman blasted the president for ordering McGahn not to testify and said that the battle is far from over.
Let me be clear. This committee will hear Mr. McGahn's testimony, even if we have to go to court to secure it. We will not allow the president to prevent the American people from hearing from this witness. We will not allow the president to block congressional subpoenas, putting himself and his allies above the law.
The ranking Republican on the committee said Democrats are more concerned with putting on a show than finding truth. And with that, the hearing abruptly ended. So to come here on your Tuesday, a fifth migrant child has died while in U.S. custody. Hear what the U.S. Customs and Border Protection are saying about this incident. But first, a day of action. Women and men are taking to the streets in an effort to stop controversial abortion bills being passed in several states across America. If you are just joining us, we are following breaking news from a very emotional scene on Detroit's west side where a member of a biker club's body was found at this club called the Gentlemen's Club on Grand River near Hubble. Police are telling us that a man was shot and killed and that his motorcycle was found torched behind this biker bar. An investigation is now underway and we will continue to keep you updated with any new information.